In today's video, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the minds of a Robinhood trader. Why do they sell? Why do they buy? Are they in fear of missing out, also known as FOMO? I'm going to be showing you one tool that might be able to help you with your investments and kind of make sense of why the stock market is doing the things it's doing, especially when it comes to Robinhood traders. So if you're brand new to the channel, my name is Bruce Wang. My perspective when it comes to investing is pretty conservative. I'm a dividend investor and real estate investor. And just to show you guys some more proof of everything I'm talking about, this is my portfolio sitting at $67,000 with an annual income when it comes to dividends of $2,679. And if you guys want to jump into my Instagram account, I only have one as Bruce Wang. Links are going to be in the description. You guys can jump into my properties here. I have 2 rental properties and I take you through the whole process of me renovating and renting it out and being able to collect rents on a monthly basis. If you guys want to find out everything I'm talking about in this video, links are going to be in the description. Use Webull for 2 free stocks. Use Robinhood for a free stock if you guys haven't signed up already. If you guys want to see my entire portfolio, everything is down there for your convenience. So for anybody that's living under a rock, the Robinhood trading app is the new school, the new way for retail investors to jump into the stock market, especially if you're just beginning. I started investing back in 2017 and still till this day, in 2020, Robinhood investors still have a bad rep because as a beginner investing in the stock market, newbies, they tend to make a lot more mistakes than seasoned investors. You know, I've been there. I'm still making some mistakes here and there, but I'm going to be showing you a website that I just found out today that will help you visualize what's going on Robinhood, especially with all the brand new users and all the old users as well. So this is a website that I found recently. It's called RobinhoodTracknet. If you guys want to, links are going to be in the description for that. So this is going to be a new tool that I'm going to be using to find out what is going on in the stock market. Why are some stocks going up versus other stocks? And just in general, what are these Robinhood day traders trading penny stocks? What are they doing to the price of certain companies? So Robinhood keeps track of how many Robinhood users hold a particular stock over time. It generates charts showing you the relationship between the price and the popularity and compiles it onto a list. So what can this do for you? Basically, it can tell you when Robinhood traders are buying the dip. If they're buying the dip, this is what the graph will typically look like. Secondly, it'll also tell you when Robinhood traders are taking profits. This is the chart for AMD and it will look like an X here. The green line is the Robinhood traders and the pink line is the price of the stock. And also it will tell you if Robinhood traders are full fear of missing out, full FOMO on certain stocks such as like Tesla and all of these other tech stocks that are just jumping up in price right now. Again, the green line is the Robinhood users adding the stock to the portfolio, and the pink line is the stock price just going up and up with no end in sight. So how this works is that this website downloads the stock price and the popularity of the stocks on Robinhood every single hour. And there's a big disclaimer down here. This site is for informational purposes only, is not intended to serve as investment advice. And the data is sourced from Robinhood directly via a public API. Again, also, I'm not affiliated with this site at all. I just found that it's an interesting tool that everybody can use for their advantage. So now let's take a look at the leaderboard to see what are the most popular stocks on Robinhood. We can see all the way at the top, we got Ford, we got GE, we got American Airlines, and let's pick out Ford here. So when it comes to Ford, apparently there is 1 million Robinhood users invested in Ford. So some things to understand on this chart here. This is going to be the price axis, and this is going to be the date axis. And typically, I've only seen it going back to 2 years worth of data. And, you know, 2 years ago, there was only 130,000 people holding Ford. And when it comes to this, it looks like a big X. So when it comes to this chart, it looks like people are buying the dip when it comes to Ford. In my opinion, I really do think that Robinhood users have a really big influence on the stock market right now. There's probably over 10 million users the last time I checked. Let's take a look here. Retail stock trading app Robinhood has grown from 1 million to 10 million users since 2016. This article came out in 2020 of June. So just imagine 10 million people using Robinhood right now. That is completely insane. So does this mean that there's a buying opportunity here when it comes to traders on Robinhood? Potentially, there might be. Now let's take a look at Tesla. This is a top 20 stock on Robinhood. And all the way back in 2018, we had 80,000 users having Tesla in their portfolio, and the price was sitting at just $300. This would probably be the best time to jump into Tesla, since Tesla now is approaching the almost $2,000 mark. Today we have 400,000 Robinhood users owning Tesla, with the price sitting at $1,400. To me, this looks like full FOMO, very similar to what the chart looks like earlier. And potentially you can just buy in right now and just wait this out, because the price looks like it's just going to keep going up and up. For me personally, I'm not going to be buying into Tesla heavily right now, just dollar cost averaging. Typically, I only buy dividend stocks, but I've owned Tesla since it was like around $600. I bought a decent amount at the dip here, and if we take a look back to my portfolio, one of my best performing stocks is Tesla, with 141% gain since I owned it. I wish I owned a lot more shares, but this is just speaking from hindsight here. So now let's jump back into the data to see what else we can find from here. So this is the leaderboard. Moving on to the popularity changes. Popularity changes is another interesting data set that you can use to find out what these Robinhood users are thinking in their mind. This page shows the stock that has the largest changes in popularity according to the criteria picked below. All right, so we have the 1 week chart, we have the 30-day chart, 3 days, all the way up to the 1 to 2 hours. I don't think the 1 to 2 hours chart will show you anything, since I'm recording this on July 11th and the stocks market are closed today. So let's take a look at the weekly chart here. What are the most popular changes for the week? We have NEO, Tesla, Spartan Energy acquisition, Amazon, Apple. So when I see this, I'm not really surprised. My YouTube channel is a lot to do with stocks and a lot to do with real estate. And a lot of the questions I get in the comment sections and in my DMs have to do with a lot of the brand new stocks that are just, on the hype train. And in my opinion, you have to be really careful, especially if you're going after these stocks that are hitting all-time highs again and again and again. Typically, I'm not going to be buying into a lot of these stocks that are on the hype train, on the fear of missing out trend. So, I like to be more conservative with my investments and look for undervalued stocks. And that's what I'm trying to look for when I'm using this site. I'm trying to find out if people are buying the dips on any of the stocks that I own. So last week I came out with my stocks for July, and it just so happens that Square was one of the stocks there. Uber was also one of the stocks on there. Let's see if I can find... I'm pretty sure I can find all of my other stocks that I talked about on there as well. So let's change some of the criteria here. So with the criteria at 1 week, change type decreases. These are the changes that are happening in the last week. So let me know if you're investing into any of these. We got Boeing here as well. So when it comes to the chart here, a lot of people were taking advantage of the dip in Boeing. A lot of Robinhood users were buying way back in March 18th, going all the way up till present day. And it looks to be consolidating up at this level of 300,000 users owning Boeing. I think in the beginning of June would have been the best time to take profits here, but since then the stock price has been trending downwards, even though the user base of Robinhood owners are still there, just holding on to that stock. So Hertz was the one stock that I was looking into. I was wondering why people are buying a bankrupt company. Robinhood users, again, they get a bad rep for doing stuff like this. And I'm not calling out anybody here, but a lot of people do really risky investments, especially when they first start out investing. When I first started investing my money as well, I invested in cryptocurrency, and that's where I lost a lot of money. Personally, I can't even blame you. I used to be you. And after a few years of investing with some experience, you kind of figure out what works and what doesn't work. So Hertz is a car rental company. They went bankrupt a while back, and I think around this time in late June, a lot of Robinhood users started buying Hertz for whatever reason, even though they were going bankrupt. At the peak, 160,000 Robinhood users own Hertz, and not a surprise to me, Hertz is going back to zero. Right now, Hertz is sitting at $1.47, and there are still over 100,000 Robinhood users still owning Hertz. So when I see this, I'm thinking, all right, there's going to be a lot of stocks that have a lot of hype. A lot of people are going to be buying into a lot of companies that, you know, social media is putting out there, the media is putting out there. And you have to be really careful of what you're investing because you can obviously lose a lot of money. And I feel like the moral of the story here is stocks only go up. No, they don't. They don't always go up. Companies that go bankrupt tend to not come back to life. And that's just how it happens. Some do. There are those exceptions, and but most don't. So my strategy when it comes to investing is don't invest off of hype. Don't invest off of FOMO, fear of missing out. Don't invest from emotions. I invest in blue chip companies. I have a long time horizon when it comes to my investments. When I'm dead and gone, my portfolio, I'm going to be passing it down to my children. All right. So if you guys want more videos just like this, go check out these videos here. If you guys want some free stocks, links are in the description with Webull, with Robinhood. You can find out Robin Track down there as well. And follow me on Instagram, on my second channel. Like, hit the notification, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.